gonna say hello. Hello, hello, hello. And then we're gonna wait for it to come back on the stream. Okay, so we're up on the air, and it's not just me tonight. I've got some help here. Thanks for tuning in. We're gonna do a little chit chat here, and before the race starts, we got quite a haul. We got a full server. That's exciting. And the powers that be have started a new server. So if you aren't in this one and you wanted to join the race, you can jump into the secondary server. Not sure how many they ran in Europe this week. I'm still playing with settings. So yeah, just as a brief starting point, there are going to be 3 races of 30 minutes. There is going to be a whole lot of practice, which has already been going on for the last, almost the last hour. We'll have, 20 or 30 minutes of qualifying. Scott is here with me tonight, as well as Amato. Both of these guys have been in RaceRoom and are in the RaceRoom, North America RaceRoom group. And so they've joined me tonight to stream this 90 minutes of insane racing. So either of you know, was it 20 minutes or 30 minutes of quali?
Not sure. Check.
So I've got a message window open. If you want to communicate with us, you can go right ahead and put a message in the chat. Just go ahead and click the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you want to.
Supposed to be 20 minutes.
20 minutes of quality. Okay, so at 8:20, 20 minutes past the hour, because we're all in like 4 different time zones doing this. And yeah. It should be interesting. I spent way too much time last weekend looking at various setups for the Camaros on Daytona. Did pretty well. And then I pestered DDF for his setup, which he sent me, which was Chris Harrell called it the bipolar setup, because things are just whacked left and right in ways that you just wouldn't do it in a normal race, but it works here. And so I took that and I adjusted mine a little bit, got up to, I think I'm 14th on the leaderboard, something like that at this point, which is really good. It's the highest of our group. And in a way I wanted to race this, but in a way I want to broadcast it more than I want to race it, because it's just going to be insane. Yeah, so the practice laps are out there, and 48.1, which is I think close to what we had in Australia and in Aussie and New Zealand, as well as Europe. If I stop talking, be sure to pipe in and add comments, guys. Scott, say hello, introduce yourself. Scott. Oh, we might have lost Scott, because he's trying to get some software running. Check and see if he's in the room still. No, he's gone. So it's just you and me at the moment.
We lost him.
Yeah, well, he had to install the, what's the name of it?
It was Node.js, yeah.
Node.js software, so that he can then run the DOS software, which will then allow him to have the broadcaster interface. He's up in Canada, I think, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Speaking of which, a second. Is she out running right now? No. Yeah. Let's read yeah, there. Come on, computer. Respond. There we go. Asha Moore is also, she hails from, is it Newfoundland or New Brunswick or somewhere in the northeastern, eastern Canada, and is joining us for this race. So she's going to be up late. So we're looking forward to see what her performance is. Looks like everybody's kind of given up and waiting for qualifying to start. Which, you know, hey, I don't blame them. Let's see if I go. Oh, I might have to reboot this thing again. Yeah. Yeah. That's all right. My data display just did like catch up and sent me like fast forward screens. Pretty funny. So all of a sudden the cars out of the pits at 900 miles an hour. Let's close that. So anyway, yeah, 20 minutes of qualifying. The qualifying is going to be different. Each racer is going to be starting on the backstretch and coming around and setting a time in solo mode with nobody else on the track. So while we will be able to broadcast each and every one of those people, we won't see anything more than one person on the track at a time, just like they will be on the track one at a time. So, yeah, it's going to get interesting to see what ends up happening. Our fearless feeder, is out trying to set a decent lap. Not bad. Man, the timing here is going to be so close. My leaderboard time is like 48. Oh, is it 48.415? And the leader on the leaderboard is like 48.311 or something. I mean, it's literally the difference between the top times is minuscule. Ensbury's got a good setup by the looks of it. He's only 28 thousandths off of the lead pace. Yeah, talking in thousands. Man. Amato, you didn't practice, you didn't run these, did you?
No, I didn't have enough time to practice this one. I got a little bit more focus on our Friday fun race, so now I'm regretting it, but yeah.
Well, see, on the other hand, I haven't practiced at all for Friday.
Oh.
I did go out in the Mustang, but I didn't practice at all on Friday. Scott make it back in yet? Don't see him hanging out yet.
Friday race is gonna be fun.
We probably trashed his operating system. That's mean, because he should be back by now, but oh well. Yeah, well, Ramiro Perez in the general chat on our Discord says, I just have one thing to say. Daytona! I don't know who came up with that clip, but boy, I don't need to see that ever again. So, all right, we're done with practice. We're done with practice, except for this guy. He's not done. Oh, he is now. Boom. And boom, right into qualifying. Sets him right down. Interesting. So yeah, we'll be able to jump around the track and see each person individually. Let's see. Gosh, boy, you strategies on this are God, one extreme to the other. Because this has been running as a 15-minute race all week on the regular rank servers, everybody's had a ton of time to work out what makes things go fast. And so I would assume most of the people here have figured out what makes things go fast. Maybe not all, because there are some times there that are way off. So I'm assuming there's people racing this that haven't figured that out, haven't dug in, didn't ask the right person, and they're also now going, how are these guys getting so damn fast? So one of the strategies I saw the Europeans do was there was certainly a couple of teams in operation. They kind of in the first race let everybody else take the direct lead and kind of got in the back behind. Saved fuel and were able to power out of before the first pit stop. They were able to power into the lead because they had fuel they'd saved. Got into the pits, powered out of the pits, and had a gang of 3 of them running for most of the second half of the race, swapping out the lead position with everybody else drafting behind them. So that seems to be the best method. But there's tire wear to be considered, because the setup that's go fast and loose also wears the hell out of your left rear tire and front right tire. I had thought of a solo strategy where, okay, engine maps. I guess we got to talk about that. Engine map 5 burns a ton of fuel. Engine map 1 does not. And I'm auto interject anytime because I'll just keep rambling.
No, that's exactly what I wanted to talk about. How much difference does 5 to 1 does?
And it's massive. Now, so a solo strategy would be to, and okay, in the setup that these people are using, one of the key things is getting the tires pumped up, maybe even especially for qualifying. And I just put the director in auto mode and bounce around while we're yakking. So the larger tire, yada yada, you get faster and better time. So people are pumping up the tires for qualifying and then backing off that for the race. When they're pumped all the way up, it's like you're driving on butter, so it's really hard to even get out of the pit. So we're pumping them down just a bit, and so that's one of the factors. The toe end's been set to neutral. The wing has been set to 0 influence. The toe in has been whacked out. I mean, the camber has been changed left and right to make the track run better in a circle. All of these things, it just wouldn't make sense in a regular circuit, but it makes sense on Daytona. So the setups are very loose. So my solo thought was you start in map 5, or you qualify, do everything you can to get into the top 2 or 3 in qualifying, because if you're going to run solo, you've got to be in that top group and feed off them the entire race. What I did in a practice race yesterday was I was able to do that, feed off the leaders, and then because I'd saved so much gas, was able to put it in map 5 and blow by them in the last 2 laps and win the race. So that could happen.
They're up front, they're going to be lowering their engine mapping. Is that what?
Well, pretty much anybody that qualifies up front is going to start with a map 5 to try to jump out in front of the pack and get a group established that's going to then fall in line and draft nose to butt touch them. And you're not going to really care who that is as long as they're doing a good job of it. Having done some of it, if you're car 3 or 4 in a train, you are working your forearms so hard to keep that thing in line. It's incredible how much work it takes. And that's just a 15-minute race, let alone a 30-minute race, let alone 3 30-minute races doing that. Fatigue is going to be an issue by the third race. Bayman with 48.189, very good time. But I saw 48.115, I think, earlier today. But we'll see. Lupo's only 71 thousandths off and tied with Lima. And then, of course, 3 thousandths back with Oliveira. Oh, man. That's going to be tight.
Very close indeed. Yeah.
I think I got a message coming in, and I bet it's Scott going back online, looking good so far. Oh, poor Scott. That's funny. Glad it beeped at me and told me there was a message. Where do I unpack that un3 bat file? There, give him a typed answer. So some decent times, and again, look at the difference between the top 20 cars. There isn't much in it. I mean, really, half a second. And then the top 10, it's a 1/10 of a second. And the furthest one back is Moore with a 1.5 and Belair with a 1.9 all the way back there. So, yeah, it will be interesting to see if we could, in the European race number 1 went off. It was really good. The 3 guys in the yellow Ford Camaros went out. They might have been green, I'm colorblind. They went out front, swapped around, won the race. Race 2 was reverse order, and there's a bug in the game. And if you quit the race, when it goes to the next race as an automatic, and the person who was last or someone has quit the race, it somehow botches the start, and I don't quite understand what happened, but their start was botched. Several people got messed up. So if you lose, don't leave. is the message. Let's see if Scott's in a place where I can drag him into the goings on. See your picture, Amato. It's got the screen on. So your setup is just what I'm looking at, only I've got a bigger screen. So halfway through qualifying, just about. Not seeing any real changes up top yet, which doesn't really surprise me. People either have their setup set up now, or set up. You either have your setup for this ready or not. Nobody's going to be dicking around with their setups at this point to make something happen. So again, welcome to the North America RaceRoom YouTube channel. Woo! All 7 of you that are watching, including me. So all 6 of you that are watching. Of course, this will get recorded and it'll be on YouTube for the rest of the week. People can pick it up and watch it then. We will be doing a race on Friday nights with the 1992 DTM cars at Spa. Where is it?
Imola. We're doing Imola.
Yeah. So Friday night is DTM's at Imola. And we don't know what Sunday night is because Sunday night is rookie night, and Monday night is higher ranking night. And we don't know what either of those races are yet because they don't get announced till tomorrow morning at like 5 a.m. our time or so. I think it's about 3 a.m. Eastern time when that stuff gets announced.
Yep.
Although we're asking if they'll tell us what it is soon. Well, what we want to do, a preview show that would come out Thursday morning. and hey guys, here's the tracks and cars for next week. So first up on the 2 lower rank, blah blah blah, and do a 15-minute, if at the most, little introduction to each track car combination. Just as a way to promote, but also, help explain what's going on for the week. Blah, blah, blah. So we'll see. We'll see. Gimme, 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 want.
That being said, we got plenty of races the whole week.
Well, yeah. I mean, we were talking about. I was actually talking earlier in the week about as a new someone new to sim racing, the ranked racing is very intimidating. And it just is. It doesn't really need to be, but it is. You don't want to ruin somebody else's race, and you don't want to, you don't want to do badly. No one wants to race poorly. Ooh, Jeb Graff got the 3rd place time there, so he'll be right behind Lyndon Bingaman, and Luis Lima is in 2nd. And he'll have Jared Svetek behind him. Theo's now dropped down to 7th. Interesting. And is back out there. Yeah, let's go take a ride around with Theo. Wow, that's a good shot. Oh, that's a good shot. Wow. I just because you can't see it a lot, I've put the camera on Theo's front bumper. It's a hell of a shot. Right down on the tarmac. Don't tell. Yeah, if there's camera angles out there you want to see or other information you want, please feel free to ask in the chat channel. YouTube chat channel.
So when are we expecting the first pit stop to happen, time-wise?
Well, it looks like everybody in Europe, it was like basically, and I was surprised at this, 14:30. Basically, anytime after 14 minutes, people start pouring in, and it becomes, and it's a good thing that the ghosting is on in pits, because just to have 20 cars all dive into the pits at the same time is cheating. Scott's got some of his software up and running. He might be getting to your state and seeing the screens and stuff. It's good. So chat. Made it. Made it. Okay, he did make it.
I don't hear her. There you go. Welcome back.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get the local host to pull its data here on the browser.
Yeah, is it getting somewhere?
I have the command screen up now, and it's pulling all the data in green, saying default mode RaceRoom base.
Yeah, so it's that
Yeah,
DOS
we're up.
window is up.
Yep, we're up.
Good.
I'm able to control it now, so I'm just going to drop into the 34 of 34 RaceRoom, and I'm going to open a libation in celebration of my ability to broadcast this event.
Yay.
Well, so yeah,
hopefully I
we
can
were
maintain the alliteration throughout.
yeah, diction. Proper prior preparation prevents piss poor performance.
Exactly.
Yeah. And what she said. So yeah, I'm gonna have to. I've already downed a quart of water here in the last couple hours getting ready for this.
Slow down.
One must lubricate one's voice.
From
We were
Canada, we
talking
have to
about
use alcohol. Water freezes here.
Yeah. Yeah, don't drink water. Fish breed in it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, so we were talking about strategies earlier and the mapping differences and how people are going to have to.
Yeah, I was able to
Have to
catch it.
adjust.
I was watching the video on my phone as my computer was trying to restart. Unfortunately, my everything but my hard drive is new, so my hard drive is trying really hard to keep up with the rest of my computer, and it's weird to have a bottleneck there. But you were talking about the very fast lap time of a 48.115, and I see we have a 48.173, which is getting pretty close to that.
That's getting up there. That's
Yeah.
getting up there.
Yep.
And Theo's out there trying to get another lap in. And it's funny, the top 6 or 7. Oh, Rangy's in there. I didn't notice him coming up the leaderboard there. Yeah, the battle in the top 7, they've been jumping around. Bingaman has basically had it from, he's had to go back out and re-get it. But,
Yep.
yeah, he is a good 50 milliseconds. Yeah, he's good 70 milliseconds ahead of everybody else here. 100 milliseconds. Yeah, who's got what are the slowest laps here? 49.077. Geez, definitely running with a stock setup if they're running 29.7s. That's Mayasha. Well, maybe she knows something we don't. Good full house. Wow.
Yeah, having a full grid is probably gonna get dropped down to I would be surprised if we started with 34. Now a more technical question. I'm having issues with pulling the actual race data up, and when I click on anything in the controller, it kicks me out of the viewer.
Really?
Yeah, so
try using. Do you have Firefox?
No, I have. I'm running Chrome. Like if I click on anything in the actual director, it drops the video feed.
So you see a screen with a whole grid of information.
Yep, I got everyone's races. Like right now,
Yep.
Lyndon is leading the race, but
with Louise is grayed out. Jeb Kraft just took second. Okay.
He just took his best time. Yep.
But if you click on, say, Lyndon Bingaman's name,
yep,
your video display doesn't then change to what you want to see.
So what happens is it actually kicks RaceRoom video off, so I have to go back and click on back into the RaceRoom to view it. It doesn't happen without. Oh, you know what? I gotta leave. I gotta put it in not in Windows mode. Let's try that.
Might do it. Bingaman's back out, pushing another lap. Interesting. 2 minutes to go in qualifying. And that means, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go and ride along with Bingaman in his cockpit, and I'm going to have a quick break to get water and be prepared for when the race starts in 2 minutes.
It looks like he's running within a 100th of a second of his best lap time, so he's going to be the one to beat out there for lap times for sure. So yeah, he just went purple first sector with 43 hundredths of a second. Sector 2 still keeping track. He's only lost 10 100ths of a second.
He keeps pushing.
That's impressively fast considering how much downforce these cars have to drop in order to do this. Yeah, he had a bit of a slide
Another
there.
purple. Wow.
Yeah. So he did a 1.65 and he did not fastest his third sector.
That's impressive.
Mm-hmm. It looks fast now, but once you start getting people drafting onto that, it's gonna be crazy.
A whole nother game, right?
Exactly.
There you go. We got a few people representing North America RaceRoom Discord.
Woohoo! Look, Ma, no hands. I drive with my other appendages. Want to see me beep the horn? Sorry. Yeah. Okay, Bingham Graph, Oliveira. Angie's up there. Some typical names. Evan did well. Okay, this start is going to be.
I get a kick out of Rangy because Rangy is the not the guy who's going to be setting the fastest lap times always, but he's the guy who's like, yeah, if you change this spring rate on your car, you're going to drop, 20.
He's also the wise old man that will let you go out and yeah, you go on out front there. You go right on out there. I'll be right back here waiting for you.
Yeah, wait for you to make a mistake and then just slowly
That's
pass
right.
you, wave to you as he's going by. Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried some Australian driving there at the Imola with the DTM cars. Unfortunately, the paint on the roof of the car can't handle that.
Yeah. Yeah. The DTMs. Oh my gosh, I tried the Opal, and it was like the 1992 DTMs. The Opal was like, oh no. All right, here we go. Rolling start. Oh, rolling start. Yeah, this could get ugly. And we're off. If you see a crash.
We didn't get the boogity. Come on, man.
Was expecting that, right?
Yep.
I should play that. I should have queued my I should have queued that music I have for that video I did with the train music. Wow, what a shot.
Beautiful.
Absolutely cool. Look
Yeah.
at that. And everybody's safe.
For now.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you got 34 cars spinning around with V8s blaring.
That's
Can't go
gotta-
wrong.
That's gotta be. Just checking out the stream and seeing that it's actually doing what it's supposed to.
Some bouncing in 31, 32.
Nice. Looking, it sounded good over there. Hell of a battle. Don't see anybody that's dropped out yet. Everybody's still in it. Let the auto director take control here for a bit, and I'll throw the standings back up there before people go, "Where the standing? How you doing?"
So we've already hit lap traffic here.
No. Don't be silly. Nobody's that far behind. So I only see 33 on the 33 people. Is there somebody in the pit? Let's see.
Everyone is racing.
Oh, there we go. My
3 laps in and nobody's died.
yeah, it's going great. I see why my race director was showing me the wrong lead car.
Yeah.
I was like, we've already hit backtrack him in lap 4. What is going on here?
Yeah, there's a real lead pack here. I mean, they're we can kind of work our way back through. Looking out to Vectac's back right now. I feel. Yeah, there's really no, it's all one big long grid. I'm looking at the timing chart. person going wide outside there. Is that Ethan Lawrence there that was doing that? Is that Rangy that was doing that? Yeah, it was. No, it was Delgado, the car in front of him. It was high on that. Oh, look out, camera. The helicopter, I'm sorry, folks, the helicopter's having trouble. He'll be okay in a minute.
Having trouble flying around in a circle.
This track especially, there's that shot down low and watching it come at you, just so effective. I'm surprised we're seeing so many people that are riding the outside. I'm not talking, but I guess they're a bit side by side here.
A group of 3, 16, 17, and 18 are kind of keeping it close, and they've got a bit of a gap running behind them.
Now, one thing I saw in the reviews, which was interesting, was that there tended to be a lot of some teams, I tell their teams because they all had the same color cars, they all had the same liveries, and they were running together, and I'm not seeing that yet. So here's a thought. Wow, that is ridiculous.
Are you talking the Chris Harrell there in 16?
No, I'm talking there was just
oh
a
yeah,
change.
yeah.
So I was just going there with the director in order to look at that. Oh wow. Okay.
Who's that dropping down?
There's two things I want to talk about. We've got somebody with a lot of damage. But he's still holding his position. But maybe two things. I was just going here to this camera shot.
Yep.
Because Lyndon Baker was in the first set 6 minutes of the race.
Right.
So now either he let Svetek take the lead, or Svetek took the lead. Either way, the question I had is how much longer can he stay in front burning gas?
Right. Well, there's a tenth of a second difference between first and second here, so it's definitely something attainable through drafting.
Whoa! What the hell was that?
Wow.
Big just had either a huge ping issue and lost it, but it looked to me like he had a ping issue. He danced up from the wall. But interesting. I wish we could see the ping. Okay. So just as I was switching to this earlier, I'm looking on my right side. I've got one of the columns that we have access to for information is called flags. Yeah, it looks like the routes. What's going on here? In the pit? People in the pits?
The car that went into the wall was, I believe, the one of Evan Gramke.
We missed it, and there was a lot of damage. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Some were in the pits, and some are out of the place.
Right.
Wow. Well, I'm sad I missed that, but it was bound to happen. If a car is parked in the pit like you're seeing right here, it means they're out of the race. If they're in sideways, like you would see, I think Cole Trickle is getting repairs done. He's in as a regular pit stop, and you can tell because of his position.
He's facing down the track as well.
Yeah, Derek, and here's another issue that was being talked about today. Derek has probably had to go into the pit to fix damage. Yet when he comes out of the pit, this is his view, and it isn't going to change. Even though that damage may have been fixed, they haven't got a system yet that would repair this damage visually for him to then drive.
Beat down the hood?
because you know, unless he's got his seat height way up, he can't see a damn thing right now.
Exactly.
So
I was actually just talking with another driver the other day about that, saying like, how hard is it to get a guy out there with a mallet and just pound the hood down a little bit?
yeah, but so one of the columns we have access to is the flags column, and what that is as a person gets a warning for cutting the track or doing damage, it lights up and it shows you on the right-hand column that they've been flagged for something. The only time we see the flagging on the screen for the broadcast is when they are assigned an outright penalty cut the track for time, or you've had a bad pit stop and you broke pit lane restrictions.
Right.
And now you have a drive-through penalty. So in the European races today, it was you get a penalty and you get a penalty and you get penalties for everybody. If you hit the pit limiter, I mean, coming in is not so much as much of a problem, but you've got to be below pit speed. The problem more often comes from people hitting the gas too soon when they're coming out of the pits.
Right.
And there's this millisecond difference between the game thinks you are where that line is, etc. And that's where most people are getting. Although they're getting it on the inbound side too, because they're not using the
Right.
So that's going to start happening in another 4 minutes.
So Mike Duffy just went into the pits there. He rejoined. It looks like he's in safe. He's just in a lot of traffic right now. And he's found himself a group to kind of tag along with, so he's back out and safe on the track, so that's pretty good.
So yeah, so the bunch that went in, oh, you know, there you go. Yeah.
Another flag there.
Well, this is just a great. Yeah, the batch. See the batch of flags coming up. So this whole group of cars right here, was just experiencing a bunch of bumping flags.
Yeah. 18 meters.
Yeah, I think Sean Patterson got a bit of a bump there. He dropped down a couple places off that.
You know, interesting enough, here is Mayasha from Canadera. Gosh darn it, come on, I keep clicking on her and it keeps switching on. The positions are switching. Whoa, we've had some more problems.
Chris Harrell has issue. Yep.
Come on, computer, don't do this. Keep trying to switch to Chris and it keeps going back.
Yeah, Chris is riding down the inside of the racetrack right now. His hood's pretty pounded in.
His left rear looks bad. No, his right rear is messed up too. Yo, his left rear is, look at that, look at it. He's got suspension damage. Damn.
Oh.
Yeah, I would be willing to guess he's probably got a 15-degree right lock. Oh, behind him, someone's going off right now. Who's that?
What was that? What the hell was that?
Oh, he's still crashing. That's a very long crash to go through.
P12.
P12, yeah.
Ethan,
Mark
Lauren.
No, it's not Mark Sutton.
No, the controller's
I think was it Ethan Lawrence? Ethan Lawrence right now currently going
he's
sideways.
Drifting now.
He's now in the infield tearing up the nice grass they laid out for this track.
What a nice guy, huh?
Yeah.
Computer.
And he is now facing the incorrect direction to be racing this tri-oval.
The software's going nuts on me. There we go. I'm gonna restart my connection.
Topics to cover here for NASCAR especially, and the tri-oval layout.
Yeah, we got a bunch of people in the pits. Hang on, I just want to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like several people in the pits. It's too early for the standard pit stop, I would think. So this must all be damaged. Wow.
For Lawrence, definitely.
And out front, we have the pack. So You know, here it is. It's finally established itself that you've got a pack running out front with another little pack behind them.
Yeah.
So my guess is the 5 are in this front pack are running a setup that's all a little bit faster than the pack behind them.
Yeah, to be
Yeah,
pulling almost a 1.5 second gap for the track behind you, that's pretty quick.
Oh, grab a 4. We're to 4 now back there. 5.
I think we're going to see a pass here for first.
Fertilizer hit the ventilator. Our girl from Moore had actually been making, because she volleyed really low. She's now up. Yeah, sorry we missed the big crashes. That's a shame. I suppose we can go back and I can grab the replay off the screen. Oh, we just lose there out of that group of 5. Somebody slow it down to go to the pits. TV number 7 into the pits, and that's 15 minutes. So that's it. This is going to be the.
I believe that was Alessandro Zanz that went into the pits.
Yeah. Along with, I'm thinking we're going to see a lot of people pitting.
Which makes sense. The 4 times.
I'm surprised they already haven't done it.
They're probably just trying to push it as far as they can.
Well, again, later, get into the pits. Like right now, every second that they can delay. Yeah, look at them all. Look at them all.
Yeah, there they go. Here's the pit run. You're going to see some crashes in the pit here.
Lead, smoking tires. Well, people were watching the. Excuse me. If people were watching the EU race, they would know better than to screw with the pits, because it's an instant guarantee to lose the race.
Look at that pit stop.
Oh, what a mess.
P7, Ray G, Rover, Linda,
I mean,
everyone.
Yeah, everyone's pulling in here.
Was so Jeb is in, Jared is in,
Jared's in. Yeah.
Raging Rover's in. Okay, so now the question is who's going to get out? And here to that. Okay. Hello, computer. All right. Running.
So are they changing 4 tires in this one? Is that what they're doing?
Well, that's the thing. The risky
That's
people
the strat,
are going to be changing.
Just 2.
The risky people are going to be doing just the 2.
So yeah, the asymmetrical
practice,
setup
I
seems to be the trick for this track for sure.
Rangy's must be doing tires because he hasn't come out yet.
Yep. Cars are bumping up right now. I'm watching them go up here.
Now I haven't seen any. Have you seen any of the? I haven't seen any pit penalties yet. Have you?
I've not seen any pit penalties come up. No.
Yeah,
I am impressed.
Yet.
Yet. Generally, a flag.
All right, here it comes.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep,
We're
crash.
starting to leave the pit now.
Get half one penalty.
Ah, Mr. Defeat. He was in a race
Yep.
a while back.
Jeff Grab got a racing in the pit straight.
Oh, there was some bumpity back there between David Feet and a couple other people. Interesting. So Eman Howell currently leads the race. And yeah, this is not possible. The top 3 in the race, Howell, Fett, and Sutton, none of those 3 have been pitted, which is interesting.
Yeah, it's going to put Theo Lupo into first place.
That can't be. It can't be. They can't have run this long without
They're just
pitting.
pushing their cars to destruction here at this point because those tires are smoked. That 4 times multiplier on fuel and tires is probably putting them
But
into
again,
the.
we're 9.5 minutes into the race. Excuse me, 8.5 minutes into the race. They're still out there without a pit stop. You shouldn't be able to go 8.5 minutes without pitting.
David is losing time a little.
Exactly.
They're
Yeah, the
losing some
tires are
time.
look. The tires are shot. They're weaving all over the place.
Yep. Well, that's the whole multiplier on the wear rate.
Oh, so we've got some lap traffic here. Because when I back down to Mark Sutton in 3rd place, hello, come on, directory, do it. That's a better shot. No, those 3. McCord down there at 21st is also not pitted. That's just as impossible.
But they have to pit, right? It's mandatory pit stop, right?
Yeah, they have to pit. Well, there's no way they can make it the 30 minutes without pitting regardless. So, but the question is, they must have been running a real skinny map 1. But see, they've only got a 4-second lead on Ranging Rover. And that isn't enough to get in and out of the pits and maintain any sort of position. However, they can, if there's the only way they got this far is on map 1. So, what they could do now is get into the pit, fill up, and run map 5 for the rest of the race without worrying a bit, which could be their strategy. Oh, come on, you've got to duck into the pits. Just got to.
See, Mark Sutton is losing time. He lost 3 positions already.
I bet he ran out of gas. Well, there he is. He's going into the pit. So these guys are going to go 1 more lap. I just don't believe it. No, you can't go 21 minutes on a tank of fuel.
I'm not sure how Howell's running on 100% damage.
Okay. All right, I've got it. I think I figured it out. They pitted in a crash situation really early. Right, and had to do repairs, came back out.
Oh, prior to the pit window?
Right, prior to the pit window. So the software isn't picking up that they haven't pitted or that they already pitted.
That's fair. Yeah, because it shows him on having 100% damage on his car.
Duffy in the pit. Bruno in the pit. And I believe all these guys are out. Yeah, he's out. Kid is out. Belair is out. Gramke is out. You know what we do is go grab Evan. Bring him down into the chat room here in a second. Okay, so it looks like maybe the race is going to be... Whoops. Get out of there. Get out of there. Want driver info. Want compare next car. Thank you. A couple more bump warnings there. So that's Mr. Ensbury. He's about a second behind Field. And they're both about a second and a half behind Rangy Rover. Mr. Defeat is still out there in the lead, although I wish I could remember whether he was involved in the crash earlier on.
I'm gonna say by his damaged model, he's not injured, and he's just got lucky on a pit stop early.
Is he getting past? Yeah. Rangy Rover going past him there? Is that what that is?
That would be Rangy Rover, yep. On the outside, now past.
No. Out front is lap traffic. Out in front of him is a lap.
The red car, Rangy?
No. Out in front of David Feet is right here in front of the 2 red cars.
Oh, yes, yeah, I see what you're talking about there. The
car
blue
out
car.
in front of them that just passed Defeat. So
he is holding up traffic a little bit. There goes Rangy, pushing
Yeah.
by.
And he's got Theo right behind him there.
Exactly.
And Ensbury behind him.
So I'm not a NASCAR expert, but I took some time to learn a little bit about the history of the sport and the tri-oval layout and why it was picked. And when you think of the tri-oval circuits, what are the top two for you?
I don't know. I have no opinion. Zoltan got kicked from the server, so he's out. And Evan's comment in the chat there is knowing his luck. Where's Evan? Hang on, I'm gonna drag him down into the chat here. Since he's
Evan had a big crash at the start of the race there.
And we're just dragged Evan into the chat room here to get his explanation on his vacation.
How's it going?
That's going good. So you're staying in the race so that you can be in race 2 and 3, right?
Yep.
Okay. So what happened?
It was pretty early. I was in the corner and I forget who the guy was, but he was just all over the track. I think it was his ping or something. And he just came down and pinched me with another guy, and I spun and just got piled by the train behind us. And that was about the end of that.
Yeah,
I think
there were a bunch of people that got hit in that, I think.
Yeah, I think that's where Delgado, Belair, and whatever the last place guy would win.
Yeah. That's the problem with this high speed racing and very low downforce on the cars. Is as soon as you get touched, you're out. There's no fighting it.
Yeah, exactly what happened.
Yeah.
That was early too. It was like I want to say like 5-6 minutes into the race.
Yeah, it was very. We saw you drop down through these standings, and I managed to catch it, and you were sideways on the track on the top of the wall. So it's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
No.
Yeah. Less than optimal.
Yeah, this pack in the front though, they're doing well. They're running.
It's a very clean group. Yeah. Jason Svetek is running a great race. I've done quite a few races with him, and for him to be up that high in the standings right now, it's great for him. Jared Svetek, number 3.
He qualified really well. I think
he's quickly becoming very accustomed to this sim, and he said that this track is helping and hindering him. He's getting very good at this, but everything else he's starting to lose a bit of touch on.
This is, I don't want to say this is easier.
It's much different racing than circuit racing.
But it is. It isn't as demanding as the, a Spa or, Laguna Seca or, it takes a different kind. I think where this really becomes hard is by the time you get to that last 30 minutes, man, yeah. But that said, 90 minutes of doing Bathurst would scramble my brains.
Yeah, that Bathurst race was crazy.
That was tough, yeah.
I think about 10 minutes of Bathurst hurts my brain.
Mm-hmm.
Left, Ranger Rover. He's got himself a 3-second lead over David Feet.
So I have some interesting facts about Daytona that'll turn your guts a little.
Okay,
it was being built in 1959. You want to take a stab at how much it cost to build the actual racetrack?
$53,000.
A little better than that. $3 million. So it took them $3 million to build the track. They didn't install lights. Oh, we just had a little bit of a touch there between Fight and I want to say it was lap traffic. That wasn't spite at all. That was lap traffic that just touched David Fight. But I apologize. I'm going to go back to what I was talking about here. So yeah, $3 million to build the track. In 1998, they finally installed lights on the track so they can incorporate later day racing. And when they installed the latest update to the track, which includes stands and a couple of other things, it was $40 million. They spent more on grandstands than they did on the actual course itself,
You know,
which is impressive.
Very impressive. We got less than a minute to go in the race, and to add to that, interesting fact: the Daytona racetrack and me are the same age.
There you go. And I mentioned earlier a bit of history on the track. We all know that Dale Earnhardt passed away on this actual course, and I think it was about 2 weeks ago, the anniversary date of that one. An icon in the racing, if you will. I don't think anybody will ever forget that mustache.
He could have done well in the 70s in the movie industry.
Oh, that lip sweater was commanded respect. A Fight just pulled into the pits.
That is hilarious. Well, I wonder if he's not even going to get out in time to finish the race.
No, he's not. Rangy's going to probably walk away with this one. And Jared's going to take second.
Battle for third.
Yeah. 7/100ths of a second is not a lot of time to make up here. We'll see how it goes.
We'll see. There's not going to be any change here since you can't pass like that, but you never know.
I see Jared does have a little bit of damage on his hood, so it may be causing him a bit of issue.
Bump him. If he bumps him right now.
He just took first.
Oh, look at that. He ran out of gas. He ran out
Wow.
of gas.
Oh, no.
Another one running.
That's heartbreaking.
Oh, my, yeah. No, that's I don't know what that is. I'm just going to refrain from comment. Wow. David Feet gets a drive-through penalty.
Oh, no.
I wonder if he came back out to finish the race. He stayed in the pit. No, he came back out. And he's got a drive-through penalty. It's self-injury. I wonder if he thinks he's still racing. Okay.
That's so unfortunate.
Carlos is out on the track. I think he's actually finished. Yeah, the leaderboard here doesn't always represent reality.
Right.
It doesn't do well when people get lapped. It starts to lose track of things. But what will happen here is we will get a full display here.
An official
shows
list.
us who the winners are.
Yeah.
So this is the first race of 3 30-minute races here at Daytona. These guys are going to get about a 2-minute break between races, which is just horrible. But there it is. You know, that's what's going to happen.
Yep. If you're fast, you can get out of the seat, go to the bathroom, and get back in the seat. Get a drink of water, hydrate.
I'm Elo. I'm here with Scott and Amato. We are on the North America RaceRoom Racing Network here on YouTube. We have a Discord channel, and I think in the link below the video, there's a link to the Discord channel where you can get up to date on everything to do with the RaceRoom North America Racing. All right, so Rangy Rover, Svetek, and Patterson in 1, 2, 3. Luke Theo managed to come in 11th. Jeb at 9th. Bingaman managed 6th, given the start he had. You know, that he finished it all was pretty good.
Yep.
And it's going to take us right back to the starting line, and wham, off we go again in literally a minute, and we got 48 seconds to the next race.
I'm gonna hop out of
Reverse
here. I'll see you
order.
guys.
Good talking with you.
Yeah.
Later,
See,
man.
So reverse order, top 10.
Yes, so the rest of the track will be in its normal layout, and then they'll put the
it's
top.
just top 10 that's reverse order, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Not the whole field reverse order.
Yeah, that would just be crashing waiting to happen.
Well, it'd be interesting.
It would be. It'd be hilarious to watch for spectators. It would be what Daytona was built for. It was built for the spectators. It was built for the racers. Your bank corners and your tri-oval shape. allowing people to not have to lean forward while they watch the cars go by because it's too much work.
So yeah, if you've managed to watch the whole first race here and are now on the other side of the room getting a drink or going to the bathroom, join us on Discord and race with us. That's why we're out here, is trying to get more of you people in here racing with us, so that we can have events like this. And happy with the turnout. All right. Oh, this is just gonna be ugly.
Safety car is off the track.
Whoa, what happened? Why did he jump into the pits?
Sure, what's happening here? Oh, we have a bit of a bump at the start.
Yeah, Jeb got a bump. A few more bumps.
Oof.
A bit more packy here.
Yep.
Looks like they're thinning out.
I'm gonna butcher the name. It looks like Rafael Carrillo is the race leader right now.
Yeah.
James Rock and Jason
He's
Arndt.
got a lead a mile long. What the hell is going on?
I'm not sure how you get a
6-second lead.
I'm sure the system will sort him out quickly. There was a bit of a lag in the start there.
Yeah, there was something weird happened in the start. I don't know what it was. But there's no way you can jump to a 5-second lead like that.
Unless you're Ranger Rover, who jumped from 10th to 5th in the first lap of the race.
Who's the guy that jumped into the pit there? There he is, right there. He was on pole, and I think he quit out of the race or went to the pits just as the race started, and that may have messed things up. I don't know.
I'm not sure what pulled him in, though.
Well, Yes.
Yeah, this reverse order for the top 10 definitely adds a little bit of chaos to the mixture.
Bumpy, bumpy, bumpy.
So yeah, that 5-second lead is now gone. We're down to a half-second lead for the.
It looks like Jared is Jared and 9 and 8 are kind of side by side and doing some door banging here.
Oh, of Theo Lupu and Jared.
This guy. Ah, man, 2 behind. This is dangerous. 3 wide. It sounds like Princess Pride. This is dangerous. No, wait a minute. No, it's Robin Hood Men in Tights. Yikes. Side by side. It's dangerous stuff, boys.
Still more door banging.
Whoa. What a
3 wide.
Whoa,
Oh, and the cars disappear from the track.
Disappeared off the track. I love it when they do that. It's like, where'd he go?
That was engine failure.
So what we ought to do is let's jump into the front seat of one of these cars.
It's unfortunate we couldn't have more cars in this class for this race. They had to pick the
this
Camaro.
shot in the street.
Oh, it's bonkers. Lupu just hit the wall, and now we're back down into the race, and he is dropping out of the pack. That's super unfortunate. He hit hard. He was up on 2 wheels there at one point. Hopefully he can keep it together. So yeah, I mentioned earlier I was doing some reading on these cars. In 2012, NASCAR decided to move over to the fuel-injected from carbureted race cars, which is a big step for them. They hadn't done that since the origin of the racing, taking that step from carburetors.
God, next thing you know, they'll be using factory-made.
Yeah, or onboard computers. But yeah, as I said, it's one of the things that this car shares with the actual NASCAR cars, other than being a North American manufacturer. These cars being set up for circuit, I mean, you have to run so little downforce on the car, and mess with the actual setup of the car so much just to allow it to go faster on this track. everyone makes fun of oval racing because, oh, you're only turning left all day, but there's a bit of an art form to it, and that's in the setup of the car and the ability to, you know, patiently wait for your chance to take a shot to get ahead of the guy in front of you. But this bank racetrack design combined with the power of the cars, I mean, you got like what, almost 570 horsepower in some of these cars. They're flying. He has dropped down to 6th, so he was caught very quickly. The bump drafting of the lead group caught up to him very quickly. He was
So he didn't jump out in front. Everybody else got held up.
something happened in that group, yeah, of the original 7. But when you're running along this track, you're not making time.
Riding on Zion's front rubber right now. Sniffing the elephant's ass. So watching Rangy Rover's tires go roundy round. Wow, what a pack. There isn't more than 0.2 of a second between each of the cars from second all the way down to almost 23rd. Gaps a little bit more than that.
Oh yeah, it's an incredible race. This has been much better than frequent.
Look how close he is. Oh my gosh. Look out his back wing into the line behind him. So the line astern is just, look at it. You know, it's interesting. Rangy's going to have to do something here because he can't stay out front like this the whole half, the first half of the race. I mean, he can try, but what's he doing for a lap time? 49.021. So he's in map 1.
Yeah, he's not pushing that car too hard.
He doesn't have to. He's got a whole train of cars pushing behind him. Who's that coming up on the outside? Is that Jared?
Jared's running down in.
He was. Where'd he go? Jared, where'd you go?
He just dropped down the border here. I don't see him anywhere.
He just
yeah,
did
he's
the
25th.
spin out, die into the wall.
Yeah, he dipped down and he's in 25th. Now he's in the pits.
No, he's in the wall. Oh man, look at the Scrooge marks behind him. He did not have a good time. Now he's in the
that's
pits.
a bad day.
That was a bad day, Jared. Sorry. Nobody likes that. We still have a whopping 6 people watching. You 6 people, you better click like. Well, we got 9 likes, so we're way ahead of the game. Okay, the pack up front is still the pack up front. Rangy up top. And a whole line of happy people behind him. I think the way to watch this group is to pick somebody a little bit further back from the lead.
Yeah, I'm currently riding along with Grimy Dog, and he is
4th. Yeah,
holding position in 5th right now.
Yeah, but he's not. He is, but he's a little bit behind.
There's a bit of an air gap there, yeah.
Oh, he's got somebody pushing on him. Carlos Arajo. Peter Piper picked him back up Peppers. Amato, quiet down over there, would you? He's such the chatty guy. You gotta kind of get him.
He is. The guy doesn't stop. Never met a more loquacious man in my entire life.
Whoa. Did you pay? How much did you pay for that word?
So continuing with the more useless facts about NASCAR racetracks, the tri-oval with layout was set up for spectators. We already know this part. Daytona and Talladega being the two big names that have the tri-oval shape. But more hilariously is the Mick Yard. And if I'll give you $1 if you can tell me where the Mick Yard exists.
Is it in Ireland?
No, it's down in Florida. More importantly, it's in Disney World. The
Oh, yeah,
Disneyland
yeah, yeah.
racetrack is a tri-oval shaped racetrack.
Yes, and that racetrack spoiled my vacation. I don't want you to know, and it's probably the reason why it didn't last very long, because you could hear that track anywhere you were in the park, and in the hotels, you know, you're out. And just
Oh, it's loud.
everybody's
It's
having-
absolutely loud. You have NASCAR level cars being driven by professional stock car drivers, taking people around at all hours of the day.
No, it was a great idea, wrong location.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say it was a great idea. It was a good idea. They rushed it. They built the track. They didn't design it for safety at all. They designed it for speed. They didn't put any of these specialized barriers, as you can see in the background right now, the speed barriers. So if you do touch them, delete the car up a little bit, and they won't injure the driver too bad. Disney said, you know what, we'll go with what we have, and they built a track that was a little bit too dangerous for this speed of racing. And they injured 3 drivers quite badly, and they NASCAR said, we're done with it. I think Indy was quick to follow up.
Yep.
And they walked away from that track, but they still keep it open for, you know, pedestrian drivers to come out there and say, hey, you want to go fast?
Not anymore. You can't even see it now.
Oh, they completely shut it down.
It's gone. It's not only gone, it's mowed under, plowed under. There's no sign of it being there. You can kind of tell it was there in the satellite shots.
Interesting. So last time I was in Florida, I went down and I had a look at the track, and we got to, watch the cars go by. They had the exotic cars. You could go in, you could hop in like a Lamborghini or something, or a Ferrari, and you could go putt around with that. It was a crazy amount of money to throw in for it, but I mean, how much fun would it be to go around the track in a Lamborghini?
Well, yeah, exactly. A lot of fun. It'd be a lot of fun.
Yep.
Evan, how you doing in this race, Evan? Not so good, he says. 25th. Note that Range Rover has dropped back and let other people burn their gasoline for a bit.
Yeah, he's down into 4th. He's resting there comfortably. It looks like he's not being attacked too badly by position 5.
He's about to lose the draft if he's not careful. Oh, wait a minute. They've got a back marker. That's what's... Yeah, that white car out front is not actually the white car out front. It is, I'm not sure who it is, but it's a back marker. If we can find out who it is. Yeah. Boy, a lot of pit stop activity going on. I'm quite surprised at that. Lap down one more. Let's go to the standings map. It'll show us. Yeah, it's probably Brock. Where is he? Where is he?
I believe the pit window has just opened, and yeah, it's starting to fill up. We're getting a couple of the top lappers in here.
This is kind of what happened in the EU races, that the pits filled up early. With all kinds of people coming in and out. Interesting. Let's see how this develops. Yeah, more people jumping in the pit.
The wonderful part of sim racing being the car fixes itself while everyone just stands behind the wall and watches.
I do believe you'll see Mr. Mike Williams getting a penalty lap here in a second.
He just peeled out of...
Just as he entered the pits, it flashed up. Michael Duffy just flashed up with a penalty indicator. Also just coming into the pits.
Coming into the pits too fast.
Here, also just coming into the pits all three of them also got warning notices that flashed up on the screen. Interesting. Once again, Mr. Zons is out in the lead. What did he have to lead for the first race?
Zons, no, he was, I think, riding around 4th or 5th position last race. For the majority of it, then he dropped down into 7th, I think, for the end of that one. There you go.
So they had,
Brian Ingalls drive through penalty speeding.
Yeah.
Ethan Lawrence speeding in the pit lane.
Drive through pit lane.
Here we go. Come on, stewards. They weren't
Drive
sleeping
through
on
for
this
you,
decision.
Drive through for you. Drive through for you. Oh, 3 more, 4 more. There's a bunch more.
Yeah.
Theo theoretically got one. David, I saw it light up for David Feet. I saw it light up for Jason. Aren't. Whoa. That camera shot some days.
So we have about, I would say, 3/8 of the pack, half the pack have pitted now.
Oh, more than that at this point. They're going in. They're dropping
Oh
like
yeah, it looks like
flies,
they're dropping
baby.
in now. Yeah, I'm just looking at the people
Yeah.
who pulled out of the pits and are actually
Yeah.
out back on the track now.
Yeah, that whole group that was out front is now in the pit end or coming out.
Right.
Excuse me.
Looks like
See
Mark
if this
Sutton
works.
is the lead of that group. See how he does here.
Bingaman's coming out of the pit, I think. No, he's coming into the pit. David Feet coming out of the pit.
Oh,
Yeah, this will be interesting to see how this all hashes out.
Absolutely. So it looks like Rangy has just dropped into the pits too. I've got some yellow flags here going at the number 13 position. Dropping down. Everyone's getting yellow flags. What's going on here? Have you ever had the chance to get down to the trackside for an actual like NASCAR practice? Jason, are you still with us?
I am. I had you on mute. Yeah, no, I've never been to a NASCAR in person, but I've been to some other racing in person. At one point, Porsche Club of America event.
Right on.
Got to actually get taken for a ride in a full-on 5-point harness race 911. Holy shit!
Oh, yeah, it's good fun.
Well, there's nothing, you know. Well, it's kind of like a roller coaster. Well, it's like a roller coaster times 5. Because you can't get the G-forces in a roller coaster that you can get in this. That, man, couldn't believe the way
Well, as
I
long
was
as they're not
getting
going
tossed
upside
around.
down. As long as they're not going
Right,
upside
well,
down in the
yeah,
car,
yeah,
everything's
yeah.
great.
Well, when in a Porsche, that's perfectly capable thing of happening. So again, you got the leaders, Kip Howell in defeat out front, not having pitted. Everybody else is in and out of the pits. We've got it looks like we've got some people not coming out of the pits. Yeah, Chris Harrell, Theo.
Quite a few, yep.
We'll go drag. Where's Theo? Let's go drag his ass out.
I think one of the most notable things about being at the NASCAR practice is the when the cars go by, you get that pressure drop
Yeah.
as they're blowing by, and it sucks you towards the track. It's wild. It's like getting punched every time a car passes.
Yeah, well, the air's got to go somewhere, and then it's got to get back into that same space.
Yep. Oh, and it's wild. Like you hear them coming, it's quiet, and then as soon as they blow by you, man, it's the noisiest thing you've ever heard.
It's the depth charge effect on submarines.
Oh, am I pulled into the stream right now?
Yeah, I pulled you in because you're out, and we've had to get your story and go. What'd you do, boy? What happened?
What happened?
Yeah,
what happened out there?
I wasn't real smart, and merging back from the pit, I was staying on the flat so I wouldn't get into the bank in front of anyone, and tail end came out, and I took out Chris Harrell again.
Oh,
So,
Jesus!
yeah.
He is not having good luck out there.
Yeah, second time I did that to him, and then I just did the pit, and I have a flat front tire now, and it wasn't replaced, so I just gotta go back in the pit again.
You went back out again.
It's coming out right now, but I still have a flat front tire because it wasn't replaced because I didn't select it.
Oh, so
no.
you got to lip your ass around the track and hope you don't ruin anybody else's day.
I'd
Yep.
fire my crew chief.
Yeah, you know what? I'd be on his ass like big time.
Yeah. That's
Well,
like having
at least you'll
seven
finish
guys over the wall.
race.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I will. It's got engine damage too, but you can't fix that, so whatever. Try the next round.
I mean, even if you just sat in the pit for the rest of the race, you'd get, you'd be okay in terms
Yeah,
of,
yeah.
getting bashed up. So Chris is probably not a happy camper.
Yeah. Told him sorry, he's alright.
Yeah, I mean, racing shit happens, but
Yeah.
Oh, he's in the race.
Yeah, I think he just came back out.
Yeah, he's running around. Hey, I think he's coming after you.
I gotta say, up near the front there, Jason Arndt is giving Rangy a bit of a run for his money. He's been holding within 0.1 of a second, and if not bumpering him
Nice.
around the track. So if they don't touch, it should be a good race. But
All right,
with
Theo,
the
you
pit
wanna
traffic
go
coming out, it's going to be.
Yeah,
Put you
Ranger
back
really
in the
has
race.
this down, so.
Yeah, I'll put you back in the race, Theo.
Alright. See you guys.
Bye now.
It's not big enough. So that I can see both of them at the same time. He's up there. Back in. We put him back in the pen. With all the others. So David Feet is still out there in the lead, having not pitted.
And he is just hemorrhaging time to the guys behind him. He's dropping about a second every.
This is one of those situations where he already pitted because of an accident or something earlier. It's now playing kind of catch up.
Maybe to see him losing, like he just lost a half a second on that last lap. So
Yeah, well, you can watch the counters 401,
Yeah.
398, 394.
Yeah, it's dragging
398,
down.
because Rangy and Arndt are catching it.
Yeah.
Well, that guy's got bad suspension damage. You see his front end wobbling. The guy he just passed. It's funny, Arndt is, I don't know, if he wants to keep the draft, he's going to have to catch up there. That's not working well.
he had a little bit of a wiggle. I think it broke his pace with Rangy. See, Rangy's nice enough to give everyone the setup for his car and then go out there and start blowing the doors off everyone. So I'm kind of thinking maybe he's giving you the setup that's pretty close to what's good, not his
he
setup.
gave me the setup that's 2 steps back from the best.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
spent on Saturday and Sunday. I spent 3 hours messing with various setups, trying to gain time.
This should be interesting.
This is business.
It might be Brian Bruno, or it could be, yeah, it might be Brian Bruno.
Let's see. One, I think. No, it's not. It's not.
Yeah, it's Brian Bruno pulled out in front of him in the 44 car, running the same car as Rangy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So he's running well off the pace of the front two.
Oh, yeah, yeah, you can't see the yellow from the top.
Right.
Well, you know, actually, that's brilliant for Rangy. Great, you know, as long as the pace is not too
He doesn't have
slow.
the pace though. He's off the
Yeah, but it
pace by
saves Rangy
quite a bit.
gas. It doesn't matter. Feet's going to be out of it, right? I mean,
Oh, if Fight has to drop out. He's no way he's gonna make it to the end with that much of a gap and no one to follow.
but he has done his mandatory pit stop, so. Moore has made it up into the mid-pack. Good to see that. Evans in the mid-pack. Oh, that looked like some wall scraping right there. Come on, Cameron, come on. Oh, you're killing me, helicopter guy. You're killing me.
So Rangy has eaten up 3.5 seconds now on Fight. I'm not sure what's going on with him, but he's not keeping pace.
Yeah, they're right on his butt now, pretty much. But
Wanna
this
watch
is an
that.
interesting train we got going here because there's a lot of back markers involved
Yeah.
in the traffic here.
Look at pit 7, Alessandro Sanz and Tyler. They're very close over there.
Yep. Yeah, they're on within 0.1 of a second of each other as well.
Where are we here? 3
He's
minutes
getting
left in
close.
race 2.
We're 3 wide. Oh man.
This is interesting because it's back markers out front there. These guys mixed in the. Oh, look at this mess. They're all over the place. They are all over the place.
So yeah, Brian
Oh,
Bruno,
look at this shit.
the
3
22
wide
car,
there.
Brian.
Yeah,
He
something RaceRoom needs to do is match the race car numbers with something else.
Ooh.
So we can do this identification stuff. It's the car numbers versus who they are, where they are, don't match up. Is that feet on the high bank there? No, it's on the high bank there, wasn't it?
Fight is just sitting just ahead of
yeah.
Rangy. He's riding the white and black 10 car.
Well, I tell you what, kudos to him if he manages to win this race.
I have high hopes for him, but I'm a little worried that Rangy's car setup's gonna get him.
What would be really cool is if we could get how much gas that's been poured in the tanks. If the data's there, they could probably get it.
Oh, absolutely. And you'd be looking Fight's car, and it would be quiet, and everything would be nice and fine. You look in Rangy's car, and there's be red lights flashing, and everything would be on fire. He'd just be totally okay with this car and push it right to the end.
The problem is that people that use it to
It's actually one thing that they started shutting down in NASCAR was being able to listen to other teams talking.
Oh yeah, okay. What the hell is up on the bank back there with that car?
Up high?
Rangy, hang on to it, dude. Jesus. It was just all over the place. Yeah, on the outside here. Somebody's running the outside track.
That's Brian Bruno again with the lead pack. Yeah, he's back marking. He's kind of fighting for position with Mike Duffy. So he's pulled ahead of Mike now, and just lost it again.
Well, he's not racing smart. Being out in the air like that by himself is going to just lose him so much time. All right, we got 44 seconds left, and here's our battle. Rangy Rover out in front, followed very closely behind by Jason Arndt and David Feet. But it looks like Rangy put it in engine mode 5, and Feet's going to take second. Arndt's falling back into third, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's what I just saw. Maybe
Arndt just passed Fight as well. He's up in a second.
Yeah. This is the last lap. Is anything else critical happening? Nah, screw it. Yeah, so Rangy saved some gas.
So that's one of the things too that you don't see much of is engine mapping changes during a race. I mean, the 15-minute, 20-minute races
somewhere and leave it there for the race.
Exactly. You ramp it up top as it can go because you know you're only got a 15-minute race ahead of you. But here it's the multiplier is it adds a lot of mayhem.
I did a test 15-minute race yesterday playing with a strategy that didn't work, which was rabbit out in front of the pack in mode 5 for the first half lap, slam it back into mode 1, keep the lead for the good third half of the race, and then jump in behind everybody else and let them read. And then in the last 2 laps, I slammed it into map 5 and did what Rangy just did, just powered by everybody. Which works if you've got the gas to do it. Okay, so pretty much everybody's come across the line at this point, except maybe Chris and Theo. But now they're just coasting. All right, Rangy Rover. P1. Followed by Jason Arndt, P2. And we think that was, who's it, David Feet?
Tyler Reddick pulled third.
So how do you do that? Did Feet have a penalty?
I think, yeah, it shows Fight down in 11th place. I'm not sure if he pitted.
Yeah, I know. But, let's wait and see what the official results are. Because it's possible that Feet had a penalty for some reason, and it knocked him back down because of that. But I thought we saw I thought we just saw them cross the line, you know, with Rover, Arndt, and Feet. But maybe Feet ran, you know what it was? Feet ran out of gas. We missed it. But there it is. On the track. That makes some sense. Yeah. Because why else would he have dropped to 11th from 3rd?
He ran out of gas, did he?
Yeah, he had to have. That you know, and then he coasted across the line.
Oh, yeah, it shows him stalling the track.
Well, yeah, but it wouldn't show him in 11th if he didn't actually cross the line, would it?
Well, he's 2 minutes off the lap time, so that means he finished last without quitting.
Right. So all the racers now are running to the bathroom. They've only got 50 seconds to take a pee before they come back and race the final 30 minutes.
And they've been bombing laps for an hour now.
Wow. So, yeah, RaceRoom North America. We do 4 nights a week, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Monday. If you join our Discord channel, you can find out all about what we do there. I am Elo J. Fuddpucker, and today I'm being joined by Scott Amato. Say hi, Amato.
Hey, I'm here. Quiet, but I'm
there. I was just making sure you were actually there.
I was grabbing a snack in the back, you know.
Yeah. We also would like to mention that, acknowledge that RaceRoom is racing experience now is the most modern game on the market. Because it has all the cardboard people that we now have at public events. They've got them.
So the reverse 10 has put Sean Patterson out front. We've got Lyndon Bingaman in second, Theodore Insbury in third. Carlos is in fourth. Derek McCord
he was in first, but now he's back in the pit.
I'm not sure what's going on with him.
We got 2 other people. Rangy's in the pit. Yeah, Rangy might have to go back to work.
I think Rangy had to pull out from the 3rd race. Unfortunate for him. He dominated the first 2 races.
But that's okay. What he can do is he can sit in the pit and go back to work, and he will still, quote unquote, finish the event.
Yes.
Even though he's in the pit for the entirety of the 3rd race, he'll be able to finish the event.
The plus side is he finishes the event. The downside is his rating and reputation will take a hit, but it's Rangy. He's out there to race. He's not out there for
He's got plenty of
reputation
rep
chasing.
and rating to give away.
Exactly.
Whoa, 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 whoa! That was getting sketchy.
It looks like Sean Patterson is cutting some pretty clean air out front. Life's kind of quiet for him right now.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see. It's a dangerous place to be out front and away. I mean, it's kind of the safest place to be, but it means that the onus is on you to run a really good race, because otherwise... Oh, well, there you go. There's Mr. Vaughn Gingrich has hit the wall and spun down to the inside. Not a fun place to be.
Dropping down, yep. And he's now in the pits.
Oh, wow, he quit the race then. No, he's not. Weird. It showed him great out there for a second.
Yep, he's spinning around right now. He's in the bottom of the track.
And he'll be fine. Michael Duffy is also now finally out on the track. James Rock is out and behind everybody, but up front, yeah, looks like Sean's got a good lead on everybody. And then, oh my gosh, it's back. Just
That's our break for Von Gringich having to kind of limp it home. I'm not sure if he's going to pull in the pits. He might try to push it for the race, but he is staying down below the yellow lines, so he may call it a night.
Pretty tight. The 4 through 8 bracket here. They're running 2 lines side by side, which is just not what you want to do. You want to get in behind these guys. Wow, this isn't going to end well. I can see this coming. This is not going to end well.
Oh, that's a wild bunch, yeah.
Whoever's in that orange car has got a ping thing. A ping thing? Now there's some proper. That's some good language right there.
It could be Alessandro Sanz.
Yeah, I think it is Sanz. I've got him highlighted now.
Yeah, he's riding on the high side.
Now, there's 2 things here. This could be a ping issue, or it could be the loose setup behind another car type thing, where it's just he's fighting for control.
Yeah. I mean, it could be. I don't often see a car change direction that fast without a high ping issue.
Exactly. Well,
Yeah.
No, in experimenting with trying to find good setups and working with Chris on practicing the following stuff. Man, there were times trying to stay stable behind somebody. I couldn't believe how much the car was jerking all over the place, and sudden movements that I just couldn't control. Get out of line. Look at that yellow car on the outside just dropping back. Just as Ethan Lawrence, I think. He got out of the pack and he just started falling back, and there was nothing he could do.
Yeah, I believe that was Cedar in his bury. He started catching clean air, and that drags you down so fast.
He got a punch in the face.
Yeah.
Okay, they've caught Sean now. They're right on him.
Anybody who's ever ridden the motorcycle knows exactly what it feels like to hit clean air.
You gotta stand up. Whoa!
Yeah. You're behind highway traffic, and then you pull up to pass somebody, and you realize, oh yeah, no, here's what the air actually feels like going over top of you.
Bumpy. Bumpity. Yeah, Sean is now. He's only been out in front 5 minutes. But at some point, he's going to want to do the, change. The problem is, if he jumps out of line now, he may not get back in until like 7th or 8th place. It's a heck of a line building up here.
Yeah.
Go further back in the line, we can see that it just continues on back into like 10th and 11th place. So what we ought to do here then is we'll do this one. Here. Come on, computer.
As chase for fourth place is getting a little bit wild, but just a little bit
God, I
well
love that
behaved.
shot. This stream shot is just killer. Just killer. The camera's right down low on the track.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but they can get the cameras down the actual track, and it's just peaking, and like the cars can run over the camera and it won't hurt it. And you get that experience of having a car rip over top of you at well over 200 miles an hour. It's nuts.
It's kind of a group of 8, then a group of 3, then a group of 4, and then a group of 3. Wow.
I don't think you can get much closer than that between 2 and 3.
It's a tight pack for sure.
Yeah, I think the front skirt of the number 3 car is beneath the rear skirt of the number 2 car. I would say confidently, without any guess, that Bingaman is definitely giving a little bit of a push to the number 2 racer.
Sean, oh yeah, for sure.
There's no way that he's not touching. Saying, we can't go faster. Please keep the engine mapping so we don't get blown by everyone behind us.
Just right along, just make it in here. You know what, we ought to go right down. There we go.
There's not. If you go right into the bumper, there's not much to see.
There
It's
you go.
yellow and blue.
Yeah, it's just a man. Good thing you're not driving from down here because it would be a hell of a thing. Shot out the back of Patterson. Back marker there. Well, they're almost becoming one here. A natural lack of the outside. Surprised he's strong in that.
That's an interesting cut. He's probably gonna lose too much speed and have to drop back into the pack. You're not gonna make time out there. You're just wasting fuel doing that.
Yeah. Look how smooth. If you look at the camera shot, it's outside again.
You might be trying to use that back marker to get a little bit of time, but I'm not seeing it being a winning strategy for him. The back marker is not keeping up.
He's out. He's flashing his lights at him. He's flashing his lights at the back marker. Hey, get out of my way! I'm coming through.
We're racing here.
Yeah, we're racing here, huh? Everybody seems content to just back from the back.
Oh, here he goes again. There he goes, back in behind.
I wonder, is he getting tossed out there and then he's just trying to manage to hold on and bring it back?
I'm not sure. He's not pushing himself out. He seems to be just riding high a little bit, and then yeah. And these cars are these are no slouch cars. These cars are what, 650 horsepower? So you got that much. You got that much under the hood pushing. It's almost an 8-liter V8, and you're going with enough speed now that the air coming over your car is enough to say, no, you're gonna have to wait your turn.
I wonder if he's playing with a joypad or something, because he occasionally just.
I should hope not. Yeah. It's a sim racer's nightmare being paired up with someone who is driving the keyboard or a controller.
Yeah. Watch his. I'm right on him now. Just see him darting around.
He could have a very twitchy wheel. Yeah, he might have a twitchy wheel, or it could just be it could be a ping issue. Yeah. He is coming out of Brazil for this, so there may be 200 or 300 ping. That's so I would say, what, lap 6, was it lap 17 last race that everyone started dropping down into the pits, or 18?
No, it's 17 minutes in, yeah. No, it was about 17, 16 and a half minutes in, people were dropping into the pits. And I think,
yeah, we should see it.
See, I thought there was a strategy where you could go like hell for the first X amount of the race, drop in the pit early. Right, use your gas that you just couldn't make 15 minutes. Planning to stop in 13 minutes. Get a lead on the pack and then play gas saver for the rest of the race. But obviously that's not really what's going on here. Everybody's out front there.
So yeah, the not the front lappers, but they're I would say position 10. Drop down into the pits. Brian Bruno, position 20, he's down in.
Okay, so there's people doing pit stops.
James Brock, Mike Duffy, they're all starting grimy dogs down into the pits.
Oh, I see what's going on here. We gotta come back over here and put it back in regular camera mode. There it goes. But they will take it.
Unfortunate.
If you click on your screen. Come on here, give me that control. I don't want you there. Go away.
This is easily the cleanest race I've seen for this track.
They're doing a good job.
As far, yeah. No, it's good. It's been good. There we go. Here goes the pit rush. Who's gonna get an overspeed in the pits?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like the yellows are just popping up like crazy.
Yeah.
Mayasha got a bump draft and lost her entire suspension because of it. That must have been in race 1. I believe she's still in race 2. So Jared says we need to raise our mics. Is that still the case, Jared? Because I can do that.
I can make the microphones louder.
It looks like we're down to 27 racers as well, or 28 racers maybe.
Attrition? We've had attrition?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
Attrition.
The first race we were running 33 or 34 cars, and then the second race I think we were down to 32 or 31, and now we're sitting at 28 of the 34 capacity for the server, which is totally fine because once you get into the 40s on this track, especially, it gets a little crazy.
Hey, Amato, I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
How's the other race going?
What race?
Well, the second server. Did people jump in with her?
Oh, I haven't been looking at that. Watching this.
I think what I can do is go over to here.
Oh, I can jump into that.
R3 session.
I may have misread that, but I think I just saw Jared got a drive-through penalty.
No. Really? For
Jason Arndt just got a drive-through penalty.
No, there should be a whole list of them. I saw 5 or 6 of the yellow flags flash up as they were entering the pits. So
Yeah, Matt, the stewards are ruthless on this track, and RaceRoom is even more ruthless. If you're like, was it 1 kilometer an hour over the speed, you're done. So you don't even get a mile an hour, and you're hooked.
Yeah, I guess nobody. The second server must not have gotten any traction.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Yeah. All right. Well, we filled one. That's a good thing. I did, Jared, if you're still listening. Wow, 11 watchers. Woohoo! Be sure to like the stream and hit that subscribe button and click the little bell icon to be notified when the new videos come out. Yeah.
Lyndon Bingaman has just been fed a drive-through penalty for speeding in the pits.
No.
So there goes his race.
Yeah. Mr. Kip, although in the lead, has not pitted, so that's not very fast.
Yeah, he's going to
And
get
right behind him is Sutton and Zahn. Behind him by not too far. Emin Howell has also not pitted, so he's going to have to jump in here.
Yeah. Did everybody worry about Ranger Rover sitting down in last place? He did not start this race. He actually decided to leave prior to its commencement. We assume he had to go to work. Unfortunately, how like life.
Well, he's in Australia. He's down in the other end of the world there, and it's actually midday for him. So, yeah.
Somehow he manages to get better ping than most North Americans on this server. Pretty sure he's
fiber connection.
Yeah, he's hardwired to the actual server for RaceRoom, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, let me put it in auto director. Take a nap here. Jason Arnott drives through penalty.
I think they got a drive-through penalty for serving his drive-through penalty. So again, incredibly unfortunate.
Well, but everybody has been told, and it's been talked about over and over and over and over and over again that, and we had it in the last Daytona race, where if you were going in or out of the pits, if you're going into the pits with too much speed, it's going to nail you. And if you hit your accelerator too soon coming out of the pits, even though you're in auto pit mode, it's a bug. They know about it. But everybody's been told about it, so I don't know. It's not like there's no excuse, but the information was out there.
The whole point of the pit limiter is for safety of the people working in the pits. Unfortunately, in this game, there are no people working in the pits, so for you to be receiving these kinds of issues,
This is a realistic simulation.
Yeah.
This is not a game.
David Fight has been awarded a disqualification for ignoring the drive-through penalty.
Yeah, you did right.
Yeah. So David Fight has now come in the last place. He's come behind Mr. Rover because he decided to not follow the rules.
Rover, even though I'm sure he's just sitting in the pits, just didn't finish yet, just sitting there in his red car, snapping. I bet if you had a mic in there, it'd be like. We're
also getting paid full time.
And Mr. Kip is is still out on the track, but I can't imagine he's going to last much longer. She's almost 20 and a half minutes. He must have been one of the people that with whatever the situation he had. Mr. Sutton has the lead. Zons is about
Almost 8 seconds off the pace.
Supposedly the car we're looking at, Mark W. Mark Sutton, in the KW car there, is in the lead.
Yeah.
And then the next group of cars is way back. Up. There goes feet. There goes Kip into the pits.
Yeah, we'll see what Sutton can do here. He's got to maintain a 4-second lead for, an 8-second lead for 8 minutes, which I don't think is going to happen when you're running clean air.
Well,
unless he knows something we don't.
No, they will catch him, but they still have to get by him, right? So catching him isn't really going to help him. I mean, they will, but they've got to get by him, and you know, yeah. There's another column. When did he pit? When did Sutton pit? Did he pit early? Did he pit late? If he pitted late, yeah, no worries. If he pitted early, he's got issues.
I think he was in the early pit guys. He because he overtook. I want to say he overtook Lupu and Howell early on.
So here's the two that are coming up behind him slowly. And you know, it is slowly. He's still got 7.3 on these two. But if these two work together and are smart, they'll be able to catch it. The problem is they're probably also running map 1. And they're not gaining on him. It's about even. Another little battle back here between Jeb and Carlos there. Side by side action. Maybe side by side.
If you want to see something really weird, Sergio Oliveira, currently in position 26, is just slowly bouncing up and down on the track, and cars are passing directly through him.
Okay, here's another bug. He's not really there. He's basically in the pit. In his game, he's in the pit. We saw this the other week with
It's still humorous to look at. It doesn't make any sense.
The Russian judge gives an 8, and he's landed on the side. Oh, no, he's down. And he's down. He's falling through the world. So if you go and look at his rear camera or something right now, what you'll have is this kind of stuff. Oh man. That's too much. That's just hilarious. So yeah, okay, back to the race. Oh, what happened? What happened? Whoa. Missed something. Who was in the lead and where'd he go?
Sean Patterson's still leading.
Sean?
Yep, he's still leading. He and all his other stands are shooting it right now.
What the hell? Missed a huge change there.
Oh, sorry. W. Mark Sutton
Yeah.
was your race leader. He all of a sudden has dropped down to 17th position.
Way back. He must have hit the wall or something.
Yeah, he had a minute 34 lap time, so that's double what the normal
He's
speed is.
crabbing. He's crabbing.
Yeah, he's got
His
some
ass
problems.
end is to the left of where it's, see that. Okay, so now we have a little battle for the lead developing up front. And the car out front there is actually a back marker. Absence in the yellow car and Sans in the red car, and whoever's out front there is that marker, which it could be. It'd almost have to be Oliveira? No, excuse me, I'm sorry. That was silly.
I think that might be Chris Harrell. I'm not 100% sure yet. It's not Chris.
It's not Chris. It should show up on the leaderboard, though. I mean, the leaderboard should show us that somebody's a lap behind. Right? And that...
It's the car of Tyler Reddick. Okay?
Click on his name and then show that. But then that means the timing is whacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. You're right, Tyler Reddick.
Position 15 of Tyler Reddick. He's running a 48.771 is his best lap time. But he is currently pulling a 48.9, so he's about 2 seconds off his best time pace.
So it's funny in these situations, since it's hard to see, you know, you'd think, who's in the race here? Well, it's the two cars in the middle.
Exactly.
Although Ensbury is back there, and Theo's in it. Ensbury, Howell, Lawrence, all of these guys have a shot at it. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left.
Oh,
That looks like
we're just a little bit of touching there, down below the yellow line now.
Yeah, that was Sean trying to do a move down low and then got caught down there. That transition between the bank and the flat there can throw a car really quick. If you hit that wrong and you're not ready for it, it will toss you. It's coming up the outside. Okay, so the battle for third is back here between these two, and it has nothing to do with
that
all
fourth
the other
car
cars
you see
around
riding.
this one. That black and white car there has nothing to do with this battle. So we got two battles between first. Whoa, another bumpy bump.
I believe that's Emon Howell is the number 8, position 8. Sorry, car is the.
Look at this second battle. Sean Patterson down the inside on the apron, trying to get past. And he did. Wait a minute, I'm confused. He did get by him, or was that? Sans trying to go by?
Sans is now back ahead of him.
Whoa! So Sans in the red car. Yeah, okay, I had it right. Sans in the red car, and Patterson's in the yellow car.
Yeah.
Watch us, Patterson. He drops down the apron. But what's been going on is that. Now see, it's showing now down the leaderboard shows. Yeah, the software is screwing. Okay.
I think it's Jason Arndt is the other racer in that group. I'm just gonna double check here.
See, these two cars, these two
Jason.
back markers need to get the hell out of the way. Whoa!
It's Mr. Lyndon Bingaman. Sorry, I keep calling him Bennington. Bingaman is the one that's causing the headaches right now.
There was a discussion earlier today in Captain Coffee. Whoa! More contact. And Captain Coffee screamed that this is the exact situation where these two guys should get the hell out of the way and let Patterson and Sans race.
Absolutely. There's some bumping going on there.
But, they're doing nothing but getting these guys away, and it's not going to affect their outcome much.
No, these guys aren't pole pushing at all.
So back here in the battle for third, fourth between Lupu and Ensbury. Yeah, that was not going to change.
I think Theo's going to walk away with third on that one. That's great for him. Patterson is just lost coming across the. That was a photo finish. I'm not sure what the system's going to give away. I think Sean lost first place on that last.
Yeah, I believe so.
Last corner. So, we will await the official results on that one. But Yeah, to have back markers
tabulating.
slowing your race that much.
Boo.
And the worst part is the two of those were not in contention with each other at all. So they weren't even racing each other. They were just
Who
two
was it? It
back
was
markers.
Howell and who?
Lyndon Bingham. Bingham.
So again, thanks for stopping into the North America Race Room YouTube channel and watching this video. We're going to do at least a live broadcast once a week, unless somebody throws just lots of money at us. And otherwise, we have racing through our Discord channel. Please join it. There's a link in the description of the video. We do races together. We invade the ranked servers on Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday nights, and then we load our own server on Friday nights. And this Friday night, it's the 1992 DTMs at
Imola.
Gosh,
Imola.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been running it.
It's
data practice.
I would definitely take some time and definitely get a feel for the car on the track, because they are incredibly loose and there is no driver's assist in the 1992 cars. If you ever get a chance to watch GTM from the golden era, they call it, those cars like to kill their drivers. It's all they want to do out there, and it's everything the pilots can do just to keep them on the track. Definitely worth watching, and definitely way more fun to drive. If you like power sliding around corners and opposite lock, it's worth it. So there you go.
All right, so there's the official results.
$75.
For Lupu, we'll give him a big old pat on the backy.
Yes. Who's your
And
driver
his
of the
best-
night?
Oh, well, see, I was just getting ready to put that up. I was waiting for the thing to scroll. We'll go ahead and slap that up there, and when the result screen finishes, it will magically appear behind it.
I'm a fan of your wizardry.
Yeah, but, and I better do it quick because the server's going to close. Come on, because it'll dump the, yeah, nah, it dumps.
You got dumped.
It just dumps you, you know. It's not very nice. It just dumps back out to the screen. So you know what we do here is we go over here and we say, look, don't show this anymore, and show this. Come on, computer. Oh, it and it has me. So yeah, so pretty good race. A lot less carnage than I thought there would be. I did see there was a big pile up, but we missed it in the beginning of the first race. So I guess that's it. We'll see you next week for next week's stream. Look at the channel and see if I can get my act together and put another video out covering. Well, I've still got to do the second half of last Friday night and Sunday and Monday, but you know what, some of that's going to get skipped because there's only so much time in a day. I want to thank Scott for coming in and helping tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was a good laugh, and it was interesting using the tool to watch everyone go around. And if anyone's in the Discord right now, I would definitely have a read through and look at all the comments about the racing, and press F for paying respects.
And I think we lost Amato earlier. I think he ducked out.
He did have to duck out, yeah.
Yeah, that happens. All right, well, thanks for viewing. Be sure to like it, subscribe to the channel, and leave some comments if you want to, good or bad. It doesn't matter. And thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next